Hello there, people of the Namion. I'm Wolf Deity, and I shall eat your babies, but first... this is unfortunately post-commentary, so I'm basically gonna ignore the game footage, because I don't really care, because I've gone through this shit already, and yeah, I really don't like doing post-commentary, because it's not any fun. Yeah, I'm getting past my cold. I'm glad that I'm getting past my cold, because I don't like having colds at all. Because being ill is not fun at all, in the slightest whatsoever. So yes, we've returned and stuff and such, and yeah. I don't know what to talk about. I guess I could talk about the fact that I've started my D&D group, and it's pretty awesome. We have, we've got a rogue, 2 clerics, a mage, and 2 fighters. So we've got 2 strikers, 2 defenders, and 2 leaders, so it works well. And it's pretty entertaining because, like, one guy, I forget his in-game name, and I don't want to really say people's actual names because I don't think people will be, I don't really think they'll be too happy with that, but, at one point, they had just finished a relatively easy encounter. It was like, because I'm going through the 4th edition red box, and in it there's a pre-made dungeon. So I'm just making them go through that, and then I'm kind of branching off into my own story. But after the second encounter, because the second encounter technically is 8 kobold minions and a dragon. But I didn't put the dragon piece down, only the kobold pieces, because logically they wouldn't be able to see the dragon. And then I kind of pointed out, like, oh, you haven't explored this room yet. And one of our fighters, I think his character name is Fangs. I'm going to continue calling him that. Fangs was like, oh, I want to go in there. And I reach for the dragon piece, and everyone else is like, no! Don't go in there! But I'm like, nope, he went in there, and there's a dragon there. And everyone's like, oh crap, and then, like... But the dragon isn't immediately, like, roar rage thing. It's like it can be reasoned with. But they... What I find amusing is that they tricked the dragon into thinking that they were going to go through the dungeon, get the treasure that this guy Melreth, I think his name is, owes the dragon, and then give the dragon the treasure. But they have devised this plan to go through the dungeon and then use Fang as bait, because it's like, screw you, you found the dragon, you have to deal with it. As bait, luring the dragon through traps and shit, while our rogue, I think her character name is Akira, if I'm not mistaken, goes in, takes everything's. I have logics and words and stuff. Takes everything and runs the hell out of there. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty amusing. But yeah, they're halfway through the dungeon at this point, and... sorry. So yeah, and I'd like to mention that our, one of our clerics and our fighter, well, one of our clerics and one of our fighters have been absent, like, every freaking time. It's pissing me off, and, like, at least our fighter, I forget her name, her character name, but she's at least gotten to do something. She was there for, like, maybe an hour, and I got everything set up. It took me a while because friggin' our cleric, whose name is Heath Deep Iron, something, just completely forgot to finish his character sheet because he's a dumbass. So I friggin' finished his character sheet, and then, like, We got through like the little, like tiny little minion encounter that's meant for one person, and it was like freaking and he didn't even get a turn because there's like 4 minions and there's like 6 of us, and he was the last one to get a turn. So he got like, so he didn't even get a turn there, and then he had to leave. So he had someone else just take his place. So yeah, it was relatively entertaining the whole time. And I'd like to mention I'm the GM. I'm not the character, so I like play the dragon and such. And yeah, it's enjoyable. It's fun. So yeah, we're going to. I don't even know what the hell my character's doing. What is he doing? He's looking for his own. He's looking for my own room. I don't know why I'm saying he. I'm freaking talking to my past self. What are you doing? Opening this thing? Oh, okay. You get a sapphire rupee every time. But yeah, so he goes into the bed. And he's like, I want to sleep till whenever the fuck. That's when I want to sleep till whenever the fuck. So yeah, I've just been myself with that. Oh, I did I had a presentation. For what? Oh, because I slept till morning. That makes sense. I had to do a presentation for ancient history, and oh my god, that was a pain in the ass. Because like, I took like a week to do it, and then like I wasn't yet quite done. So I woke up at 3 in the morning just to get this project done on the day it was due. And I go to school, I'm tired out of my freaking... I'm just ridiculously tired. And my friend's like... And I asked my friend, oh, have you got that project done? He's like, no, it's due tomorrow. You're fucking kidding me? I got up at 3 in the fucking morning for nothing? You dick? I don't know why I'm calling him a dick, because it's my damn fault that I screwed up the... Well, no. It's not my fault because I screwed up the due date, because it was originally Thursday. They moved it back because of a snow day, specifically after saying that they wouldn't move it back because of the snow day. And it's like, I could have slept and not gotten up at 3. But, yeah. Probably just stop just fidgeting with crap on my desk. So yeah, that's been enjoyable. I did a, what's it called? A eulogy. My presentation was a eulogy on, someone from ancient history, and I chose Vladimir Dracula Tepesh III, otherwise known as Vlad the Impaler or the actual Dracula. And yeah, that was fun. Because, fun, and, I mean, he would impale all of his victims in front of his castle, and he would just kind of leave them there. At one point he got attacked, he was about to get attacked by an army 3 times his size, and they just, like, I guess shit their pants or something from just seeing the sight of 20,000 impaled corpses. I mean, it was like, no, we're not dealing with this. We're getting the hell out. So yeah, that was pretty enjoyable. That was pretty entertaining. You really shouldn't open other people's covers without permission. Yeah. I started saying that like way after it did the thing. It's this magnifying glass too. Okay, I can zoom into the timeline there. Or how far I can zoom in. Probably shouldn't do that because you guys can hear my freaking clicking. Freaking clicking. My freaking clicking. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of... Did any of that make sense? I hope it did. How did I not notice? How did I not notice that thing in the plant? How did I not notice that thing in the plant? What? Do you guys not see that? It was the thing, and I'm gonna walk right by it again. The thing in the plant. How did I not notice the thing in the plant? Oh my god, I'm dumb. I am dumb I'm dumb. I'm just dumb. That's dumb. How did I screw it up that bad? How did I miss that? Oh, that's sad. That sucks. But yeah. Vlad the Impaler is an interesting person. He collected noses. He chopped off the noses of everyone he killed, and then to intimidate a person. Because I couldn't figure out when this happened. I just know that it happened. That's why I didn't put it in the actual eulogy. But he sent it to a dude. He sent it to, like, this king. And like, the king was just like, why the hell do I have a pile of noses? What is going on? I mean, would you not be confused or freaked out? You just woke up one morning, and it was like, there are noses here. Why the hell are there noses here? This is freaking me out. Why noses? I know I'd be freaked out. I'm just zooming back out to the things I can see. Basically how much time we have left. We have about like about 8 minutes left. No, more than 8 minutes. I'm not gonna 13 minutes. I'm dumb. I'm dumb for missing the freaking gratitude crystal, and I'm dumb for screwing up my maths. I'm not good at mental math. That's a problem. I'm just like 58 minus 11 in D&D because I was freaking doing health HP stuff. I was just kind of staring at the thing going, oh god, what is it? I'm dumb. But yes. Pretty enjoyable. And then, oh yeah, one of our party members fell into it. Well, almost fell into a trap. But then, like, I kind of allowed to do over because someone else had just been like, because she was out of the room. And, well, Akira was out of the room. And I forget his name, but our mage, well, I forget his in-game name. I know his actual name, but I don't want to say actual names. Was like, oh, I'll move for her. It's like, yeah, there's a trap there. It's like, oh, yeah, probably shouldn't just make a move for her. It's like, oh, okay. Then, yeah. So, we let slide out of that, and then, one thing I found amusing was, the mage had this power, so we got one of the enemy rats knocked into the pit, and then he used one of his powers, which slides an enemy 3 times, and kind of had the idea of sliding him into the wall repeatedly, doing damage. There was no, like, specific thing, but I just kind of assumed, like, yeah, a d4 of damage each time. So yeah, that got its health down. That was kind of amusing, just kind of slamming this rat's face against the wall. Then it still wasn't dead, so he just used Mage Hand to just kind of knock it into the wall again, because it was like a little rat, so it was light enough. And I think that killed it, or got it to like 2 health or something. Something crazy, like something dumb like that. And yeah, that was kind of the last encounter we did. So yeah, that's been fun. And D&D night has just been, like, become every Friday. And it's enjoyable because it's like this thing to just kind of look forward to for the end of the week. Because it's like, I remember, like, on Wednesday, like, a lot of people just kind of had the rules like, oh, it's Wednesday. Sweet, 2 more days till D&D. And it's like, yeah. Yay! Because it's like, because I don't get to hang out with friends often because I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. For me, like, hanging out with a friend is like 20-minute drive, or like 20-minute drive to get to town. And I freaking tell my mom, like, oh, okay, this is there, then go here, then go there, and then it's like this whole freaking ordeal. But for everyone else in my, like, circle of friends, hanging out with a friend is like, let's walk to my place. It's like 5 minutes away. It's like, why can't I do that? I'll tell you why, because I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. Because there's like 4, like, I'd have to say there's like 4 main towns. The one where I go to school to, the one where I used to go to school to, one where a lot of friends I used to hang out with live, and then there's this fucking one I don't even think I know anyone from there, but it's like this other town that's like ridiculously small. It's like there's 4 places, and I'm like smack dab in the fucking middle. There's nowhere I can walk to. I'm like surrounded by fields. So yeah, I should probably mention the reason I did post commentaries because there was so much desync. You might be noticing it with the sound effects and music and such. That like it becomes like 5 seconds off. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. I don't know what went wrong. Hopefully it didn't do that to the other recording because that would suck. It would suck ass. Because it would be kind of more. It would be horrible if it happened to the other recording as well, because then I'd have to freaking post commentary that, and then I have nothing to say because I've been basically blabbering on about whatever the hell I've been doing. Well, basically everything I've been doing. Also, been watching quite a bit of. I've been getting back into anime. Anime is something that like I didn't really watch much anime. I used to watch like Naruto and stuff like that when I was like more a little kid. Because I used to watch Inuyasha. But my favorite anime when I was a kid was Full Metal Alchemist, and it still is. I'm pretty sure my favorite anime. Like I don't know if I've really decided my favorite anime, but yeah, it's probably that. It's probably Full Metal Alchemist because Full Metal Alchemist is still really badass in every freaking way. And I have books 1 through 9 of Full Metal Alchemist, but I haven't read the whole thing, and I haven't finished all of it either. I also watched Sword Art Online. I finished that. It's only like 25 episodes, but it's like basic concept is there's this virtual reality MMO, and then like the lead designer is like, oh yeah, by the way, there's no logout button. If somebody tries to take the thing off, your face, well, you like fries your brain. If you die, it fries your brain. But if somebody beats it and gets like max level and like beats the final boss, everyone's out. It's pretty interesting, and it goes on that for like that. It goes on like that for about like first 13, 14 episodes, and then he gets out. And then it, but he met over the course of his travels. He met and got married to a girl named Asuna, if I'm not mistaken. And he's like, but Asuna's still in a coma and still connected to the thing, so it's like, well, what the fuck is going on? And then somebody, like, finds her like, original player model in, what's it called? This other game, Alfheim, which I should probably mention the first thing was all, like, no magic and stuff. Like, there are enemies with magic, and there are magic items, like, slightly magic, like magic potions and stuff like that. But like players could not use magic. It was all based off of like sword skill or like bows and arrows and stuff like that. But it was all like skills that could be leveled up. This one, Alfheim, is basically about like it's all magic basically. But there is still swords. But it's not like you can't level up your sword skill. But for some reason, Kirito, because he was the one who beat the original game, and this one's built off of its engine and servers, still has all of his sword skills. So he's so overpowered. Especially since like he literally had abilities in that game that no one else had, just because the freaking final boss dude was like, "Oh, you're interesting. I'm gonna give you a special power, and I'm gonna have special power." Duke it the fuck out. Beat the crap out of each other. And they did. That's how it ended. And then he has like all of his freaking powers, his freaking like sword abilities. So he's just like, everyone else just kind of lunges, and he's just like, kaboom! To decapitate everything and ninjas and all that nonsense. That's kind of the only problem I have is he becomes so overpowered at the end of that. And then there's the freaking creepy ass motherfucker. And I think the two kind of final enemies, the guy from Sword Art and the guy from Alfheim, very much contrast each other is because, like, the guy from Sword Art was weird as all hell, just making everyone do this thing. It was, like, permadeath. But overall, the system was fair. Like, you wouldn't just get, like, insta-killed for no goddamn reason. It was relatively fair. Everyone could level up equally. Like, I mean, I guess, like, and, like, the dude didn't make himself immortal at the end. He won, like, Kirito won fair and square. He was like, okay, I'm gonna give you that. But the second dude's like, yeah, you can leave whenever you want, but the final objective is technically impossible. It's, like, behind this immortal boss, and even if you get to it, it's this unopenable door. So he has to use, like, system admin powers, and then, like... yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah. Kind of spoiled the whole fucking thing, though. Now I've been watching, Soul Eater, which is pretty interesting, because it's, like... I don't know how to describe it. There's, yeah, I should probably stop talking about just random anime I've been watching. Just talking about the fucking game, because I guess this hand caressing the face. I don't even know what to talk. I can't even talk about it because friggin' I did this already. I did this, and this is boring. And you can knock the painting down, and this is kind of the moment where I found out that I could knock over the painting, and I tried, and you can't make it fall over. And now here I am trying to friggin'. I was trying to roll with the thing correctly, but it wouldn't let me, or I kept missing or something. I don't know. How fucking rest I have? Probably about 2 more minutes. That's good, because the thing is... I'm starting to lose commentary, but yeah. But yeah, I've just been doing stuff like that, and I'm gonna start recording after this. There's one specific recording I am just dreading completely because, oh my god, it's gonna be so... It's gonna take so long because, like, it's gonna be a short video, but there's gonna be so much editing because, like... The thing, I know it's gonna take me, like, 5 freaking hours. But not, like, a tedium thing, just pure difficulty. It took me, like, 5 hours last time, and this time it's gonna be so much more difficult. It was because of hero mode, and, oh my god, I'm dreading that part. I mean, it's technically a side quest, but it's got an important item that, I mean, it makes the game a lot easier, but I'm more focused on the fact that, I mean, it makes Link look more like the traditional-ass Link from every other freaking game. And it's probably obvious what that item is, but I don't want to spoil it. It's an item that's large and cosmetic, and you can see what it will be replacing right now on Link's person. And I've probably given the whole thing away. And yeah, at this point, the thing is just ending. And, yeah, that's about all for this episode, guys. Probably shouldn't say that because I'm still, like, yeah. There we go, that's all there is for this episode, guys, as I'm walking around in a fucking circle for some reason because I'm fucking dumb. Yeah, that's for this episode, guys. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff, or I shall eat your babies. Adios. And waiting for the thing, and waiting for the thing, and that is all. Goodbye.